The Trump administration's tightening grip on U.S. research funding is sending shockwaves through the global scientific community, raising serious concerns about academic freedom and international collaboration. A newly revealed questionnaire, demanding a 48-hour response to over 30 questions, is forcing university researchers to pledge allegiance to a narrow, politically charged definition of American interests. This unprecedented intrusion into the research process is sparking outrage and fueling anxieties about the future of scientific inquiry. The questionnaire, obtained by Guardian Australia, reveals a disturbing trend: the weaponization of research funding to enforce a specific ideological agenda. Questions delve into seemingly unrelated areas, demanding disclosure of funding sources, with a particular focus on Chinese funding, highlighting a growing climate of xenophobia. The presence of diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives, and most alarmingly, the researchers' adherence to a restrictive, binary view of gender. This last point directly reflects Trump's executive order on gender, effectively demanding conformity to a specific, conservative ideology as a prerequisite for receiving vital research grants. The 48-hour deadline underscores the administration's heavy-handed approach, leaving researchers with little time to thoughtfully consider the implications of their responses. This time constraint suggests less a genuine interest in evaluating research proposals and more a deliberate attempt to exert control and silence dissenting voices. The questions themselves, framed in a manner suggestive of suspicion and mistrust, create a chilling atmosphere that stifles open inquiry and discourages innovative thinking. This aggressive campaign is not an isolated incident. It's part of a broader pattern of attacks on academic freedom and scientific integrity under the Trump administration. Universities across the U.S. have already been battling significant cuts to research funding, tied directly to the administration's controversial stance on DEI initiatives. This has led to widespread protests and demonstrations by thousands of scientists in both the U.S. and the EU, highlighting the growing international concern over this alarming trend. Further exacerbating the situation, the Department of Education issued a letter in February explicitly declaring any consideration of race in higher education, in all aspects of student, academic, and campus life, as illegal. Simultaneously, the administration has proposed restrictive measures aimed at limiting curricula on gender studies, further narrowing the scope of acceptable academic discourse. The proposed federal budget cuts, totaling billions of dollars, will inflict even more damage on higher education, crippling research capabilities and potentially pushing already struggling institutions towards closure. This financial assault, coupled with the ideological restrictions, presents a grave threat to the future of American research and its global standing. The impact extends far beyond the U.S. The U.S. is Australia's largest international research partner, with nearly 1,000 formal collaborations between the two nations. This collaboration is particularly significant in crucial areas such as cancer research, where the National Cancer Institute awarded 211 grants to projects involving Australian collaborators between 2013 and 2023. The current actions of the U.S. administration, therefore, directly threaten this crucial international partnership, potentially hindering vital advancements in scientific discovery and medical breakthroughs. This situation represents a significant threat to the principles of academic freedom, open inquiry, and international scientific cooperation. The pressure to conform to a narrow ideological agenda, coupled with substantial financial penalties for noncompliance, risks silencing dissenting voices, stifling innovation, and ultimately undermining the progress of scientific research on a global scale. The 48-hour ultimatum is not just a questionnaire. It's a chilling symbol of the erosion of academic freedom and the dangers of politicizing scientific inquiry. The international community must stand united in opposing this troubling trend and defending the principles of open research and academic freedom for all. The future of scientific progress depends on it. This is not merely a U.S. issue. It's a global crisis demanding immediate attention and international action.